the cinephiles, freaks, and weirdos. Tape heads, ghouls, and ghosts love to tune in and listen to Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Skin Slip and Owen Neal are going to reveal their thoughts on movies that most people don't dare to watch. Psychotronic. 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 And welcome back to another Psychotronic Coast to Coast with me, Skin Slip, and your creepy Uncle Owen Neal. And we watched an interesting little action flick, quote unquote action flick, starring Roddy Piper and Don the Dragon Wilson. I'd like to point out that at this point, the point in time when this was released, Roddy Piper was a bigger star, but this is clearly starring Don the Dragon Wilson first and foremost. So, kind of
Yeah, we finally got Piper as a bad guy.
bad guy. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is also the first of our WrestleMania special, which we do every year. Which I think is one of our 6 episodes that are on the SoundCloud, which I should put in this doobly-doo. One of the 6 episodes I think is our WrestleMania, part of our wrestling program from last year with Hell Comes Frogtown. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Sci-Fighters, right?
Sci-Fighters, yeah, the other half of this double feature DVD that we got.
Why didn't I do that all? Is it just all the wrestling ones?
I don't know. We just never did. All right. I want to point out that actually, BMF Cast is a podcast I watched, the Bad Movie Fiends, and they did Sci-Fighters a few weeks after we did Sci-Fighters, and now we're doing Terminal Rush a few weeks after they did Terminal Rush. It's kind of come first full circle. I'm pretty sure they don't watch us, but I watch them, and that's all that matters to me. I like to point out that there's a weird kind of like follow the leader type thing going on here, unintentionally so. So we're doing the movie Terminal Rush from this double feature here, guys. So.
Which is not set in an airport like you think it would be.
I know, right? Terminal Rush actually doesn't have anything to do with the movie. The title has nothing to do with it. All right. Why don't you take us through this?
I'll try.
I took some notes, so I'll be able to help.
Okay. Because in the beginning, there was just a lot of really long, drawn-out, useless shots of garbage.
Well, it starts out with Don Wilson gets into a bar fight, and you find out he's actually a cop.
That's later. There was like a lot of shots of just suit people talking.
A lot of talking heads at the beginning of this movie. It takes a while to build up.
But yes, he does get in a bar fight. You see some cops just sitting around doing nothing, but then you realize it's Don Dragon Wilson is a police officer, and it's his day off, and he beat up some goons in a bar because they're dicks.
Yeah.
Throwing darts at some kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought at first was a girl, but it was actually a boy.
It was actually a boy. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, that's when they revealed that he's like a cop or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's some exposition about his dad working in some mines and shit. That's later also.
The dam.
Yeah, the dam is now built above or whatever.
And his woman's gonna leave him, and she's pregnant because she doesn't want to be in the desert.
She offers him to come with her, and he's like, "Well, I don't know."
No, his grandpa told him he had some magical purpose there, so he didn't want to leave. Like, it's never fully said, but it's taken that he's Native American.
Yeah, it's never. Well, one guy's racist to him. That's how he kind of figured it out. To be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, when he mentioned his grandpa and then he had some greater purpose, that's where I kind of picked it up. That you know, spiritual quest type
Yeah,
stuff.
mystical Indian trope is at full force in this. In the beginning half of this, with the kind of looming, overarching story, the Native American crap. Or
But yeah,
in this case, it's just kind of thrown in. That's why it's Native American crap.
a
It's pointless.
terrorist with an accent, of course, take over Hoover Dam.
Ooh, which is
Yeah,
totally not the Hoover Dam, I don't think.
I think it is.
Like all the shooting locations said Los Angeles and like Vancouver or Toronto. I can't remember which.
Maybe, I don't know.
It could
I
just
want
be
to say the
stock
exterior
footage too.
was
To be
it was
fair.
really it was really rocky and stuff around there, and there was no trees and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like it could have just been stock footage of Hoover Dam. To be fair.
But yeah, they go through and just it's a lot of shots of people walking downstairs, just firing Uzis and people falling down.
It's that same generic warehouse or factory you always see in every movie with a factory or futuristic setting or anything like that. It's just a bunch of fucking machinery and stairs and people running around on these weird platforms that no one ever wants to walk on because they look scary as shit.
Catwalks and pipes.
Yeah, basically. And Uzis and
But
guys in Uzis. Yeah, with Uzis, I mean.
they take it over and they demand money from the government, or they'll blow up the second largest dam in the world. Which I don't know why they pointed that out, but
It's like a low blow to the dam. It's like right in the dick. Like boom. Like you're not actually number one anymore, bitch.
uh, but we soon find out that the dad actually works at the dam, and he's late because he goes and meets his son to talk to him about the fact that his woman's pregnant and she's gonna leave. And hey, son, don't be a shithead. Go with your woman because she's great. He's like, whatever, dad. You don't know me.
Yep. Pretty much. Yep.
But when the dad shows up to work, Roddy Piper just grabs him. Which we should point out, Roddy Piper, for some reason, has black paint that in the
War
shape of
paint. It's war paint,
sunglasses.
right? But we don't know it's war paint until like last 3 minutes of the movie.
But is it war paint, or is that guy just being a dick to him?
I don't know. I assume it's maybe a tattoo.
I don't know. It's silly.
It's silly. He just this
So,
black band across his. Oh, so it's revealed that he gets off the helicopter. He's wearing sunglasses. He takes off the sunglasses. Reveal he's got black ink across his eyes. So
he
what's the
also
point
has
of the
like
sunglasses?
a thing around his head, like some beads
Like
that
a
run
headband
down.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
more
then I started
Native
thinking,
American
like,
wannabe stuff, right?
yeah, I
Stuff
was like,
trying to
is he
appropriate.
Native American too?
Just appropriating, I think, just badly.
The battle of the Native Americans, which neither one of them are actually Native
Yeah,
American.
neither of them are. Exactly.
But so he goes to work. Don Dragon Wilson goes to work. Hears that the dam's been taken over, and of course he knows a way in, which is apparently a cave. He just walks in,
Oh,
but
it's an
there's
old
like
mine or whatever that was built nearby. He used to play in them, and I guess he knows the way in from there. It's not super
there's
deep
like
explained, really.
15 minutes of him like awkwardly climbing up like dirt banks and
The
over
same 5
rocks.
rocks at different angles. It's embarrassing.
During that time, Roddy
They
Piper
did the same
blows
thing
up
with
a
all the
helicopter.
terrorists, by the way. They had lots of filler shots of them running across a bunch of rocks and in tunnels and just a whole bunch of filler shots. It's like a good 5 or 6 minutes of just guys running around.
But he ends up inside, starts taking out some guards one by one.
Oh,
Dear.
this is when we meet the first henchman with an eye patch. Oh no, sorry. He meets the first henchman and he reveals a dream catcher. He punches him in the face and knocks him out and says, "That's a dream catcher." Like that's a one-liner of some sort. Not
Quality
sweet
one.
dreams.
Yeah. He could have just started singing a song.
Just and then we meet the guy with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Don Dragon
Which
kicks
I
that guy
like.
in the goddamn face.
Yeah, like when he's taking out guards, it's a mixture of I'm like, I'm gonna knock this guy out. I'm gonna knock this guy out, and then I'm gonna just snap this guy's neck. I'm gonna shove a knife in this guy's throat.
Right?
I'm
It's
gonna knock this guy out. They're like, okay.
oh, that's bad.
But they figure out there's someone inside. He There's just a lot of him inside punching people. He eventually gets to the main guy, but
Oh,
then someone
there's
he
also a
knows
henchman
shows
named
up.
Tiny, by the way, who wasn't very large, so I guess he was actually a tiny,
He was pretty big. He was bigger than the other ones.
I suppose.
But he gets like one kick in the face and he's done.
Yeah, he gets a spin kick to the face and goes down like a sack of potatoes.
But he ends up having the main guy gun in his face, and someone he knows shows up, sticks a gun in his face. Dyslexic guy, which they kept mentioning, which I didn't get the point of until much later. And then you're just like, really?
Because he spelled the rats backwards. That was that one time it mattered.
Yeah, then they mention it multiple times. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm just dyslexic.
Right.
Like, okay.
Which is, by the way, in the 90s, that was an actual stigma people had to overcome. So that line is probably something that was probably pretty commonly said with somebody who actually had dyslexia
But let's be fair, he was dumb.
and dyslexic. He's just both.
Yes.
He just happened to be both. Oh, and the
He,
bomb was made. See, I don't notice this. Like in these bad movies, there's always a trope of this bomb made with a household object. It's usually like a phone or a calculator or whatever. In this case, it was a fucking thermostat.
Did you notice the bigger bombs where the thermostat plus a little tiny round timer? So there's like 2 timers on it.
I didn't see that. I must have missed the round timers. Wow.
Just like a little like when you'd have on your counter.
You know, I also want to point out, I predicted there'd be a stunt dummy pratfall, like someone getting thrown off a building and then cut to, it's a fucking dummy, obviously. And that never happened. I'm bummed.
No, they never threw the guy off the dam.
Yeah, they didn't throw the guy off the dam. They didn't do, there's no dummy falling a ridiculous height and obviously being a dummy. Like, I was kind of bummed about that.
I was kind of bummed that the bombs didn't just have the old school egg timers on them.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one. That's the other really common one, right? The egg timer one? Yeah.
And the bell rings before it blows up.
Stopwatch is another common one, too. Oh, this is a cut by 2 minutes, and it's censored.
Yep. They censored bullshit and shit.
Yep. Real bummer.
At first I thought it was just gonna be like they just cut it bad, where it's just like, oh, and then the grenade blows the guy up. But then later it's clearly just like, that's a bunch of bull, and then just an awkward silence with his mouth still moving. I don't know why. But yeah.
It's crap, that's what it was. If I'm gonna watch a terrible action movie, I want it intact, damn it.
Yeah, the middle of this movie is just all over the place. Eventually Don Dragon Wilson has a fight with Roddy Piper. They're kicking each other. And at that same time, the military's coming in. And we kept laughing because they're wearing like, forest camo in the desert.
Yeah, and they stick out like a sore thumb. Which is a typical trope, by the way, of these terrible action movies. So.
And they all get blown up.
Yeah.
Which is great because it's just like a fireball behind a rock and they're just like, throw themselves. But yes, Roddy Piper gets his butt kicked. He gets tied up. And then there's this dyslexic guy and another guy show up, a guard. And Don Drag Wilson swings down from the roof and just snaps that guy's neck.
Out of nowhere, no reason. When did Don get shot in the leg?
He got shot in the arm first.
Yeah, way early in the movie though. Like his first encounter with the guys, it seemed like he got shot in the arm. Or one of his earlier encounters, not his first.
He wasn't
the Dreamcatcher one.
He wasn't shot in the leg till the end.
Yeah, I know. When was he shot in the leg? It was in the sequence, wasn't it?
It was at the end.
Oh right, it was after. It was right. Okay, we just watched it and I'm already forgetting the fucking movie. That'll tell you anything about the movie at all.
Like the middle part gets all mixed up because at some point he runs into Piper and they put the guns in each other's necks, like the cover, and then the lights go out and there's shots, and then I think that's when they start fighting normally because they don't have their guns anymore.
Yeah.
And then he comes up with Roddy Piper and the dyslexic guy, and he has the guns in both of them.
Right. I thought that was a really cool shot, at least,
The dyslexic guy has a passcode they need. He gets the main villain to give him a key. and then he gets him to release everybody. And there's a whole scene with them walking down the stairs with a bunch of bad guys aiming guns at him. And then he's just like, nobody shoot. And then when they get to the bottom, he's like, you don't think you're going to get away? And then, like, the guards just start chasing down the stairs and shooting Uzis at him.
Yep.
And Roddy grabs the dyslexic guy, and then the door shuts. And everyone escapes. But, of course, he has to go back to save him.
Oh, like I pointed out earlier in the movie, when they first took over the dam, they were trying to do a negotiation, and they ended up they blew up the elevator shafts, so that no one can come into the elevator shafts. But
which were made out of wood.
Yeah, apparently they're all made of wood.
He goes back to save him, which I laughed at because the main bad guy is like beating up this like guy. Give me the password, because he decides he's gonna. Apparently, he doesn't have enough explosives to hurt the dam, so he's just gonna overheat it, and it'll blow up.
He's gonna overload the generators, and they'll blow up on their own.
Which apparently you just type a password in and say, "Hey, computer, overload this," and the computer's like, "Okay."
All right. No safety protocols.
But I couldn't stop laughing at it. Was the guy's like, "Give me the code," and the guy gives him the code, and before testing it, he stabs the guy to kill him. I'm like, what if that wasn't the code?
Right? Like, how are you sure that was the code?
But apparently it was.
Oh, yeah, apparently. That guy's an idiot. I would have not given him the real code. Fuck that guy. He's going to kill me, clearly, so I'm not going to give him the real code. How easy was that, man?
Him and the rest of his goons all get scuba gear and scuba away, apparently. It was only a short brief where they're getting in the water in their scuba gear. So at first I was questioning, like, I was going to mention it, but I didn't, of like, they're demanding money, but they've obviously spent a ridiculous amount of money to get into the dam to begin with. And it kind of reminded me of like the Karate Commandos, where the bad guy was just like, I want $1 million. Yet he has like jetpacks and all this crazy shit. And you're just like, where'd you get the money for this? But you want more money?
Well, that shit costs money. It's all in loan, man.
It ended up
He's got to
not
pay
really
off all that shit. He's borrowing it all in the hopes they can actually get the $1 million.
Yeah, but it ends up not being about money. That's the twist.
Dun dun dun. And what is it really about?
Well, let's not jump there yet. Because the FBI or whatever, their plan was to put a bomb in the money, so when the guy opened it, they'd blow him up.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
What? Really?
But then they're like, why didn't he want the money? And there was that weird scene too where there's two military guys be like, oh, we're gonna get all kinds of money, and they wave a truck through. Some military guys get out, they stab one military guy in the neck, and then they drive past the guy and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be rich. And it's like, what happened?
Exactly. What happened? Correct.
But before the ending, Don saves the dam. The guy writes the password. He writes rats, but he's dyslexic, so it's stars.
And your tip off should have been the fact that the R was backwards, you fucking idiot.
I also like he was saying it, and he's just like, what? He said it like 3 times in his gurgled, bloody mouth. But...
Yep. Yeah.
So it seems like the day is saved. They've escaped, even though they didn't take the money. And everyone's like, yeah, it's over. And he meets up with his wife and an African-American cop who was kind of acting weird earlier, too, now I think about it, where he was just like bringing in the wife. He's like, where's your husband? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah. He was acting a little weird, wasn't he?
Yeah, so in the car, he's acting super weird. I'm like, oh, another guy's going to turn. And
super sketchy.
So, obviously it's not sitting right with the dragon that they didn't want the money and they just left. It doesn't sit right. Something's up. And then the officer just starts punching him in the face when he's trying to make a call.
Oh, that's great.
While driving.
He tried to get him to like not make the call, but he just...
Yeah. He's like, I didn't want to kill you, man. But he gets choked out.
Don't kill me, man. Like, how easy... like, you just don't do it. Like, it's that easy.
He gets choked out.
Yeah, while driving the car, he's like swerving all over the road like an idiot.
They leave him on the side of the road.
Better than he deserves.
his wife was in the car, but she wasn't at the end, or he left her somewhere. But they pull up, and we see that the military people have sold a chip from a jet. So instead of stealing a jet, everything they need to know about on the jet is on the circuit board.
How did they
And
get
he
that
shows
at the dam?
at the military that little weird scene where they drive in, stab that guy, and leave. Apparently, they picked up a chip,
Oh, I didn't connect that. Okay.
which see, that part seems so easy. And I guess it was they got most of the military people out because they went to the dam and then they blew them up. I guess that was the whole
Yeah,
idea of the
that makes
dam.
sense. Yeah, okay. And they
I'm
had
only
inside
piecing that together
people
now.
on the guard staff, right? Okay.
Yeah, because didn't like Don just half-ass mentions like one of those goons he had looked like someone I was at the military base again, which again, other than the back, and at one point one of the cops mentions that he was a high up officer in the military. There's no mention of it beforehand.
Yeah, it's pretty vague.
On the back, he's like, he was dishonorably discharged.
Like that's mentioned at some point in the movie.
But when he's fighting the guys in the dam, he doesn't like, hey, weren't you military?
Could have swore I
I
saw
worked
you
with
at
you
the
before.
base just not that long
Yeah.
ago.
You know, one-eyed Willie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There was just some random like shit where they're just like, we didn't explain this. Throw some line in there. It didn't really help at all, but so he shows up with a shotgun. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys are
some of
under
those military
arrest.
guys had shotguns for some reason. That's how you also know that it was just a
Yeah,
bunch of
shotguns
bullshit.
and like a hunting rifle,
Yeah.
just off the shelf. And they were far away from the name of the shotgun. Like, oh yeah, we should mention that shot. So Roddy and some of the goons are heading back to the elevator to go inside, and they just obviously must have had like, I don't know, maybe one of those paintball sparkers or just a thing. But it just every shot from the military hit the same box behind Roddy Piper.
It's probably just a little like pyrotechnic box thing.
It was like ding 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 ding. And he was standing still too. Like this military's garbage.
They're terrible. Our national defense is not good enough, apparently.
So
This is the future the liberals want. I mean, what?
and there's still a goon with him, hiding behind the vehicle, jumps out, shoots the Don in the leg. He drops the shotgun. He throws the shotgun at Roddy Piper when he falls.
Yeah. I was like, what? Okay, sure, why not?
Who picks it up, and then he's gonna shoot him, and then boom, double throwing knives.
Out of nowhere, just double throwing knives.
Hits one guy in the one goon in the throat. Hits Piper in the chest, who pulls it out. Says something racist. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was. It was something like, that's racist.
Damn Indian, something like that. I want to point this out. He drops the knife, and then the next scene, he has the knife, and he drops dead.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, wow, that's kind of racist. Oh, he's dead. Okay. He's playing a bad guy, though, so being racist is kind of in his character. So.
I guess so.
It's not a complaint, because it's a bad person saying it. And they died immediately after.
And then the FBI and more cops swoop in and arrest the main bad guy. Which I was hoping that like they pull in and just all point their guns at Don Dragos. We're all in on it. But she's like, I'm still leaving you, and I'm still leaving. He's like, can I come? Happy ending.
Oh yeah, by the way, after getting shot in the leg here at the finale, he's still able to spin kick a dude. So I mean, it's pretty epic superhero
Yeah,
shit.
he spin kicked the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Who was clearly not him, but a stunt double.
Of course.
I like because when he spin kicked him, you could see his face clearly.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I think my biggest complaint about this movie is Don Wilson did not spin kick enough people in the face. There were only 2 spin kicks to the face, and I'm disappointed. It's Don Wilson. He's a kickboxer. He needs to kick more dudes. And there were no dick kicks either. I'm also disappointed about that.
There was also no Roddy Piper wrestling moves.
Yeah, there was no Roddy Piper never did a wrestling move. Would you expect when a wrestler's in one of these movies that there's always like a DDT or a suplex or a headlock? Or not even a headlock. I couldn't even like skirt the rules. Say he got him a side headlock. It counts.
Or like when he was gonna throw that guy off the dam, he could have suplexed him off it, power bombed him
You
off
could
it.
just He could just held him like up in the air, like above him, and like horizontally, like a body slam. It would have been perfectly. I would like that counts. But nothing, not a damn thing.
There was a lot of guys flipping off balconies when they got shot.
Yeah, and no stuffed dummy, which I was totally hoping for.
But did you notice when they flipped off the balconies, they were always standing on the other side of it?
Yeah.
Like, why were they standing on the other side shooting guns? It doesn't make any sense.
So they could fall off, you know.
like you know, it was really Western style. Like
It was
what?
very Western, absolutely. An old school 50s Western where the bad guys stand around like shooting gallery and get shot.
And just flip off
Uzis.
the roof.
So,
But yeah.
did you have a favorite part?
Roddy Piper's confusing outfit.
My favorite part is that's a dream catcher. Cause I fucking laughed at that. It was great. That was the most memorable part. He just holds up the dream catcher and just the guy's like, what? And he fucking knocks him out and goes, that's a dream catcher. You're like, what?
It was really Metal Gear Solid too. Like when you put the porno down, they're like, "What?"
Yeah. Giant exclamation point appears above his head. Like I almost want someone to take that clip and then do that. Giant ring, that noise. And then bam. Yeah, that was my favorite part. That was fucking hilarious.
He also apparently just had a shirt full of throwing knives.
Yeah, like for some reason, just throwing knives everywhere. So, what would you rate this, and do you recommend it?
I'd probably go right down the middle, 2.5.
And do you recommend it?
Sure. Not to everybody though.
I would say this is also. I also agree with 2.5 recommendation. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's better than Sci Fighters. Both incarnations apparently. And I would say I'm recommended with you and your buddies. Don't watch it alone. Watch it with a bunch of friends, more than 2 people. Watch it with like 5 dudes at a party or something.
Yeah, it's not something you're gonna.
Drugs would be helpful to enjoy the hilariously bad set pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna pull it off your shelf every year and watch it.
No. In fact, I don't know if I'm ever going to watch it again. But it's going to be my collection all the same.
You could also just watch The Rock.
Yeah, or Die Hard, because this is totally Die Hard, but different. So Don Wilson's clearly John McClane, and Roddy Piper is clearly Hans Gruber, and the Nakatomi Plaza is clearly the dam. There you go. Except nobody falls off it, sadly.
It's true. There was that one scene when the guy was laying on the grate, and I really wanted him to double stomp his face.
You wanted to smush his face to the grate, like some sick slasher movie. If it was Jason, I could see that in a heartbeat.
He could just like run up the wall, backflip, double stomp.
Just raid style, just murderous double foot stomp to the face.
I would have fucking jumped out of my seat.
Holy
Holy shit!
Like, whoa, this movie got great suddenly. Holy shit. No such luck. It's just passable. Yeah, so any last words on that?
No, I mean, if you've never seen it and you like Roddy Piper, Don the Dragon Wilson, you know, give it a go.
So what's that next on our WrestleMania 2 program?
Countdown.
I think next year we're gonna do we're gonna see if I wonder if we can do High Noon at Mega Mountain. That's a 3rd film in a series. I'm gonna see if I can find a bunch of 3rd films in a series with wrestlers in them to do for WrestleMania 3 next year.
You could do that alone with just WWE made movies.
I know. The Marine 3, obviously.
They all have 3s at this point.
Countdown 3. Oh, we did Countdown 3, didn't we?
There's no Countdown 3.
It was 12 rounds 3. We did that? No?
Did we?
Which 12 rounds did we do? Oh, God, I'm going to have to look on Letterboxd, aren't I?
Did we do one?
Oh, we did one. I'm pretty sure.
Because there's like probably the Marine 3 probably is out by then.
12 rounds 3 lockdown. We in fact did do that one.
Oh yeah,
last
with Dean
year.
Ambrose.
We're supposed to pair that with No Holds Barred.
That was shit.
That's
where they just went away from the first 2 movies, which was like a guy making a bad guy making a guy do like, you got 12 rounds of this sick game show. type idea. And this one is just like, I got 12 rounds in my gun.
Yeah, which I thought was actually a cool idea, but did not execute well. To be
They
fair.
had a formula.
Yeah, but at least I'm okay with them changing the formula up if it worked. It just didn't work, you know. That's all I'm
Those
saying.
were the
But yeah, we could do the Marine 3. We could do, uh, yeah. Okay, so there's
what's
2
the other
movies.
one? Not Left Behind.
Left Behind. We could do Blade 3. Actually, that has Triple H in it. Holy fuck! We only need one more movie with a 3 in it.
Behind Enemy Lines.
Behind Enemy
There's
Lines.
a third one. Yeah.
Oh god, doesn't that have like Mr. Kennedy in it or something?
He's either in 2 or 3, and then like the Miz took over at one point, or did the
Owen
Miz take
Wilson's
over
in one of them,
9?
I think. Shit, man.
He's in the original,
Is he
and
really?
then it became WWE films.
Oh god.
And I think Miz is in 2 of them.
We just had a horrendously long discussion about this at the end of an episode for no reason. Oh god, this is great. This is fucking good shit, though.
Just watch Leprechaun 3 and just pretend it's
Yeah,
Hornswoggle.
we can do Leprechaun 3 because it is Hornswoggle. Technically, he was he was in the suit, right?
He's in the remake of the Leprechaun.
Leprechaun Origins.
In
Oh right.
He's not in the original Leprechaun. We just pretend it's Hornswoggle.
Just pretend it's Hornswoggle. That's about as good as any other Leprechaun film. One of these days, we'll actually get St. Patty's Day to fall on the actual Friday, and we'll just do a Leprechaun film. Leprechaun in space, probably. Or Back to the Hood. Or To the Hood. In the Hood, I mean.
I wouldn't mind, since we're just rambling on anyways, doing those 90s, I think early 90s, maybe late 80s, where they had a run of fairy tale horrors like Rumpelstiltskin and
Oh yeah, Rumpelstiltskin.
Snow White. Was it Snow White?
Yeah, I think both of those had Sigourney Weaver, too. Oddly enough.
Pinocchio.
Yeah. We should do this
There's just
at
a
some
whole
point.
slew of them, and like.
Then they had, of course, Frankenstein and Dracula, and it was like part of the whole literary adaptations phase there in the mid '90s, early to mid '90s.
Fucking Rumpelstiltskin.
Fucking Scarlet Letter came out that year, around that time too.
Give me your baby.
I think that's the last time Pride and Prejudice came out, other than when it came out a few years ago. The one before that was like in the '90s, I think.
Did they do a zombie one?
Yeah, it was the newest one. Anyway, so yeah, next week we're doing what again? Countdown?
Countdown. Dolph Ziggler, Kane. There's a bunch of wrestlers in it, actually.
All right, so Dolph Ziggler and Kane and a bunch of other dudes.
Was it? There's like a picture of the Russian guy, Rustav or whatever his name is, where he's just in his wrestling outfit with a gun trying to fight Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, that's because the movie. It's basically what was it again? It was that Van Damme film.
Yeah, where he's like in the hockey game.
What is the name of it? You don't remember, do you?
No, it's probably hockey related.
Oh God, why isn't anyone in the chat that can just tell us? Because I'm gonna have to go look up. I almost put Rob Van Dam. Son of a bitch. Jean-Claude.
Like penalty box.
Penalty box.
Shot clock.
Shot clock.
Something like that. It's gonna be hockey related, right? Remember the Penguins were in it, the hockey team. It's gonna be so obvious when you find it.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I know, we're gonna beat ourselves up. I've seen the movie. It's just been 20 years or whatever. It's not Hard Target. Sudden Death. Jesus Christ.
See, hockey term.
Sudden Death. Well, that's any sport game that ends with a tie game, right?
I guess so.
But yeah, okay, so it's Sudden Death.
They should have called it shootout, but maybe that's a later rule. Were they? No, they always had shootouts in those where you tie and then you have a shootout.
Yeah, but Sudden Death is like is what
Sudden Death shootout.
Yeah. Or it's the Sudden Death is just like first person wins a score wins. So
yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Does he? Pretty sure he beats up a guy wearing like the Penguins mascot outfit.
Oh, in Sudden Death.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta see that at some point because it's been like I said, like 20 years, man. Fucking great. All right, so we'll see you next week for Countdown, starring Dolph Ziggler and a whole bunch of other WWE guys and ladies, and I gotta find my streamer. All right, take these guys and peace.